Fight fans, on now to our 8th bout of the night. Please welcome, making his way to the NFA cage, Doug Anderson.
Doug Anderson making that slow walk down. He stands about 5'10", he's pretty average for this weight class. He says his keys to victory are going to be the pace, the pressure, and then his striking ability. And coming out of St. Charles MMA, I know he's got a tough gym, tough camp. You know, we talked about it earlier. Right there, you see Jake Roberts, Mike Rogers in his corner. I know he's got Jimmy Donahue, Julius is around here somewhere. A lot of tough guys that'll keep improving his game just by training with him and being around them.
Well, like Mike Rogers, just like our good friend here, Jordan Dowdy, a legit black belt in jiu-jitsu. So you know he's gonna be prepared for Scott's ground game.
Well, and he's got a teammate that's on this card too later, Chris Connors.
Yes.
So when I had a teammate in the same weight class, on the same show, we were putting in work, and there was camaraderie with that. Like, we were gonna go do work, team battle, 2 wins. I'm sure he's gonna come prepared.
And that's a teammate that's training for a title fight, so that you know they're probably doing grueling rounds.
Yes.
Well, this has all the makings of a great fight. We've said that time and time again. We've had like a broken record, but this is going to be fun.
Got a small delay because the tape on his wasn't signed. They're going to check it.
Yeah. Yep. State's got to sign that.
They really do check that, huh?
Yes, they do.
Doug's looking very calm. Just relaxing up against the pad there. But, you know, he's been here a couple, 2-3 times. So.
Yep. Scott Marler.
Now, Scott Marler here out of Victory MMA says he wants to stick to the game plan. Didn't really share what that was other than putting on a fast pace. From what I've seen of Scott Marler, he can shoot a takedown. He can get from half guard, he can increase position, get them out, get him a turnover, choke him out. That's the kind of stuff I've seen on him. He's got 2 submission wins, 1 KO win. He's won a couple of IBJJF championships is a notable thing. And he's been coaching a lot of guys in his gym right now too. He says he's grown a lot, gone through some heavy life experiences that have really focused him. And the biggest thing he's gonna bring to the fight is pace. And also, it's been a little bit of a layoff, like he said. So 2 things can happen. Some people think layoff brings rust. Some people think I'm a different animal and I come back out here and I'm going to show them.
Yeah, it just depends how he uses that layoff. Like we were saying, if he's been training, which it seems like he has been, he could have some new tools. He also maybe, you know, may not be, when you train to fight a lot, sometimes you have nagging injuries. He may be able to recover from some of those. I mean, there's a lot of different variables, like I said. Or he could have we've been talking about adrenaline dumps all day. He could have a comeback adrenaline dump too.
Yep, and it's got to be fun. If he was doing it before and it wasn't fun, you need to take a break.
That's true.
Yeah, and what he said was he went through a lot of life experience that were big, and now that he's come back, he's actually really focused in. He's a little bit more dedicated than he was previously.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the NFA middleweight division. Brought to you tonight by HKA USA, the #1 solution to your combat sports gear needs. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'10", weighed in 184 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 2 wins, 3 defeats. Representing St. Charles MMA and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Doug Anderson. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 6 foot tall, weighed in 185.3 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 3 wins, 2 defeats. Representing Victory MMA, he is the fighting pride of Elvins, Missouri, Scott Marler. Your referee, Dwayne Bess.
Doug Anderson's going to look to be the more powerful fighter here and impose his will. Okay. Scott Marler obviously looking for that takedown.
Good stuff.
But here's you looking for control.
Yeah, it was like he was shooting and then he lost his balance, but it almost turned into like a half guard pull.
Well, you know, it's almost the same spot his teammate did too. Maybe there's, you know, sometimes those advertisements can be a little slippery.
Yes. Or your feet are sweaty and you can get to dry them off, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yep. Dwayne best catching that cage.
Working his way back to guard there, though. He did a good job there.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where he wanted to get to anyways.
Yeah, he seems very calm here. You don't want your head up on that cage, though.
That was almost an elbow, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're calling for an elbow. So there's a timeout.
Well, it wasn't really an intentional elbow. He
No.
kind of pushed his hand in when he was throwing it, and then it just went down.
So we'll see if it's a warning or a point. But we do have a timeout, and I agree with you guys. I believe it's for that elbow.
Yep.
And that I don't know if that's good for Scott or not. I don't know. Like you said, you think he wanted to be there, so this might not be good for him. So now he's standing back up. So he should get 5 minutes if he takes the whole 5 minutes. You know, this could also help, because we talked about a little layoff. If he did have a little bit of adrenaline dump, this time can help him recover.
Yeah, well, now we know that Dwayne Best is going to be a little bit more quick to pull the trigger on taking a point if a foul occurs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice inside leg kick. Woo!
Oh.
Ooh, Marler almost got on the back.
I am glad that Dwayne didn't take a point away, because like you said, it did not look intentional.
Oh, of course.
And
of
he's
course.
not it doesn't look like he's damaged either.
No,
Yeah.
it was because he pushed the punch away into him.
It's not a knee to the head. That's 2. Yeah, that was a knee to the head.
Yeah, another knee to the head.
Scott's
That might be a
visibly
point.
upset. I think, yeah, I'm okay. That's 2 in a row. You already got 1 warning. Yeah, Scott's clearly upset, and rightfully so.
Yeah, Dwayne's going to take a point.
Yeah. Well, we talk about these are huge. I mean, if you have a close round, these are huge.
Absolutely.
You could
And again, I don't think it was intentional at all. It looked like he was throwing for the body.
The sternum, it looked like, but
But
you got to watch for that.
You have to have control of your limbs. So yeah, now I mean this could be a 10-8. This could be a 9-9. I mean, basically it's going to be hard to win the round now. But hopefully Scott will calm down. You don't want to get that emotion in you and throw off your game plan. So I'm not seeing any cuts on Scott's face, so that's good.
No, he's probably just making sure.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Reset number 3.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. And here we go.
And I think that hurt Scott Marler because he had him on the cage and it looked like he was digging for a takedown.
Oh!
Nice shot by Doug.
Yeah.
Sprawled on him.
Yeah, Doug's been ready for the takedown attempts. He's been quick on that.
But see, now
sprawl.
Doug's got that control on that
Oh.
little side choke
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
I was
Oh,
saying,
but Marler rolls right
yeah.
out of it.
Gonna be groundwork there.
It's kind of a smart move by Doug there. Just stand back up.
Absolutely.
Let's hit him again.
Good leg
Ooh,
kick.
nice inside leg kick.
Yes, tender.
I'd like to see a jab with that inside leg kick again. Because he's with that closed stance like that. The open stance, he's able to get, wow. On a guillotine? No.
Yeah.
Kind of fell down.
Yeah, he got that. I was gonna say I was gonna say Scott shot a little too far out, but it worked for him. Doug's trying to climb back up.
Yeah, he's got to kill that head off to the side. But he's got the body lock.
He's taking that back like
I
that.
was gonna say he's giving his
Get
back
that
up.
hook in, a little bit of control.
Yep.
So I'm going to lean to our black belt in-house Jordan Dowdy. Jordan, what do you think he needs to do here?
Well, right here, he's about under the chin. He just got to bring it across. Doug does have his arm in, but chins don't stop chokes.
Oh, that's good. That
That looks tight.
That's deep. That's deep.
Oh, he's
The
wrenching
hand
on
is
it.
blocking it a bit.
Yeah, the hand's blocking it. And with 10 seconds
you're
left,
right. I didn't see that. No.
Wow, he went out.
Wow, he went to sleep.
Yeah,
Hey, he
he's
just
out.
woke up. He's okay.
That's fine.
Wow.
Yeah, he went out.
Scott's got a grip on him.
Yeah.
But Dwayne did a good job of recognizing that Doug Anderson was out.
Yeah, that was actually very good roughing right there. Make sure he was safe. Doug came up, kind of looked lost for a bit. Also, good job at the corners. The corners got in there real quick to get right in front of him, because if you're going to recognize him, he's going to be your corners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've seen it before. You've seen it, on many different fights where they start fighting the referees. They kind of don't know where they're at when they wake back up. Big win for Scott.
Yeah, it was a good choke. Fought some adversity. 2-year layoff being the adversity first. An incidental elbow that he kind of parried the punch cross, caught an elbow. The knee, it's hard to tell from where we're at how hard it actually landed, but he took his time, got him down, methodically took his back. Doug gave up his back there. Even though he's blocking with his hand in, Doug still got that forearm across the other part of the neck.
Well, that's your classic jits too. You can take a little bit of punishment to get that submission.
And now Mike's going to bring us in with the official
Ladies and
announcement.
gentlemen, your referee, Dwayne Best, called the stop to this fight. 2 minutes, 53 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out in a rear naked choke, the fighting pride of Elvins, Missouri, Scott